Good morning, everybody. Today is May 7th, 2021, and we are going to be taking a look at gold, silver, the S&P 500, and Bitcoin. Gold continues to rally to the upside. This daily candle is looking really good. It's a 3 going above a 2. There is a nice size shadow or a nice size wick on this candle, and as long as we can close above the entire midpoint of the range of the candle, I'm considering this a bullish day. We did get really close to this 200 period moving average. I wouldn't consider that a touch. I think we need to be a little bit closer. If we were maybe $2 higher, I would have considered it, but we're too far away. So let's see what happens where we close out today. There's still a little bit of room on the RSI to go to the upside, and I'm liking the structure. The structure is very, very strong. And again, we have just managed to have a nice little area where we can potentially pull back to, which is going to be on this blue line. All right, let's go over to silver. I'm expecting silver to basically be doing the same thing. Silver looks a little more toppy than gold. That 5 candle, that shooting star, is not looking pretty on silver. So if silver's going to pull back, I'm hoping it pulls back to either this blue line or ideally the green before continuing more to the upside. I do, however, don't want to see that pullback happen within like a single day on Monday. I think that flash crash, it needs a little more time. So I would rather have us consolidating, flatten out the RSI a little bit more, stay in the bullish territory, and then start moving up. But bullish on silver, bullish on gold. We may have a slight pullback in the short term next week on silver. That depends on what gold does. Our 9 is rallying on the S&P 500. However, we are closing this entire weekly body. The entire weekly body here is underneath this ascending trend line, and that's important to me. So I'm hoping that we close somewhere in this vicinity and go flat for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks until we touch this, or we just ride back on the bottom of this line. I don't want to see us continue to accelerate to the upside. Now, if we, for some stupid reason, rally another $50 by end of day, then that's a problem. And going to the daily chart, you have a 2 going above a 1, and you are breaking into all-time highs. So this is a bullish, this is bullish. So bullish again on the S&P 500, even though I think it's going up too fast, too quickly. And now let's go over to Bitcoin. All right, the Bitcoin chart is starting to look a little messy. So let's just, let's clean this stuff up. We know where our targets are. We still haven't printed a green 1 on the weekly. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen this candle or next, but 1, 2, 3, 4. The minute this candle, this next week's candle starts trading, if it starts trading where this closes, if at this area right now at the close, we're getting a green 1. This consolidation has lasted much longer than I thought it would. We've been here for 3 months. This 3-month consolidation here is really, really good. I mean, really good. Like, the RSI did diverge pretty heavily way back here. And we have just reset the RSI for another run, basically back into the overbought territory, because I don't think we're done. Like this, all this stuff going on right here, this consolidation, I don't think a bigger pullback's coming the way I'm looking at this. Even though I would have preferred, if we were going to pull back here and do it now, because then I would have been less concerned about having to go and figure out where the top is. But like I said, every week that this happens, my top gets a little bit higher, and it may be 100,000 if we don't have a green 1 by next week. So, and this is starting to get a little too late in the year for my liking. Traditionally, the summers are usually a little more chaotic than this, and the springs are more of the run-up season. But maybe because December's time frame was a run-up as well, and it wasn't in the taxes were, everything tax-wise got a little screwed up. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. So I'm going to continue to maintain my bullish stance on Bitcoin. I think we're looking really good. This 4 candle, if it can close in like the 58 range, the high 58s, like anything above 58,500, I think we're sitting pretty at that point, because that would put the body close above the wick of this 3 candle right here. So going over to the daily. The daily, we did get a green 1. We had our 1 to 4 candle pullback off of a daily 9. So, and we've consolidated across here at the top of this run up. This is bullish to me. This is telling me that we can run another couple thousand. Now, going over to the 4 hour. The 4 hour kind of paints a little bit of what could be a head and shoulders, an inverted head and shoulders pattern. However, I don't really like the look of it. I much prefer the idea that if you go to the daily, you'll see what I'm talking about. I much prefer this. And I'm going to get rid of the channel because I think the channel is not really that useful anymore. What I prefer is this, which is a nice little ascending triangle on the daily. And that looks much nicer to me. Yeah, that looks much nicer. That makes more sense. So maybe one more pullback touch right here around the 56.5 area, and then another, and then a breakout, or have a 2 going above a 1 breaking out at the triangle, with a nice from 49 basically to 59. I mean, that's a $10,000 move on the triangle from here at 58. That puts us at 68,000, which would be kind of in the middle of no man's land, unfortunately. I mean, one of the ways I could hope to look for it is maybe 68 is this 141 extension. It's kind of this extension. Maybe. I don't really like this 141 extension. It's kind of a little bit goofy, but fingers crossed that if we're going to hit it, we're going to hit it hard and fast. All right, everybody. That's about all for today. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I will be going through altcoins, and I'll be talking a little bit more about the Litecoin super cycle that's happening. And everyone, have a happy Friday. Bye for now.